Okay.
This is WeatherScope.
Rain and wind are making for a damp, cold, nasty day in the Northeast. Good afternoon and welcome to WeatherScope. I'm Bill Keneally. Coming up, we'll have the latest on the Northeast as well as a look at some of the damage caused by the devastating tornadoes overnight in Florida. First up, though, another big storm impacting California. Let's get the latest now from Bob Stokes in the Forecast Center. Bob?
Thanks a lot, Bill. Yes, another Pacific storm impacting California with the threat of flooding, the threat of mudslides, in addition to wind and snow. And of course, the rain is coming down in the San Francisco Bay Area as well as Los Angeles. To talk about all this is our senior meteorologist, Buzz Bernard. And Buzz, it's been a rough one. Of course, the rain started in San Francisco first. Now it's moving in Southern California. When do you think the heaviest is yet to come for the LA area?
Well, it looks like the heaviest rain now is just to the west of the LA basin. It's been raining hard all morning in the mountains of Ventura and Santa Barbara counties. Doppler estimates show up to 1.5 inches of rainfall since 4 o'clock this morning Pacific time. And that area of heavy rain is just slowly edging off toward the east, toward the LA basin now. So perhaps a wet noon hour there.
Of course, flash flood warnings are in effect for portions of, say, Santa Barbara County and Ventura County, and we have concerns, of course, around the Santa Ynez Mountains, where orographic lifting often takes effect. Now, let's take a look at what our current map looks like. You can see that new Pacific storm moving in, and Buzz, it looks like this low is going to take more of a northerly track than previous lows have.
That's right. This low will move in across Northern California into Nevada late today and tonight, as opposed to taking the track that we've seen so many of them take this year down across the southwestern U.S.
Well, there's a very nice look at this low pressure area, and it's a pretty strong one, maybe not the strongest one in this El Nino pipeline, but definitely up there.
What we're looking at here is a pool of very cold air in the upper atmosphere, and that's spinning right toward California, and after the steady rain is over, that'll kick off showers and thunderstorms.
So you see it coming in, and there's that cold air aloft here you can see behind the system, and that's going to bring snow levels down to about to what level?
Well, in Southern California down to around 4,000 feet late tonight and early tomorrow. They're up around 6,500 feet right now, but they'll plunge.
Okay. Now, the radar picture showing the rain coming down from Northern California all the way down to the LA area. So again, the threat of mudslides still there.
You see that up in Northern California, the heaviest rain is rotating just to the east of the Bay Area now, so perhaps it'll turn more showery there in time for the lunchtime crowd. It's rotating into the Central Valley. Here you can see the the rain now edging into the Central Valley towards Sacramento. Up through the Sacramento Valley here, it's been raining heavily all morning.
Okay, now what are these areas of yellow and red? Now, are those storms or heavy rainfall? What do you make of that?
Just simply enhanced rainfall, very heavy rain falling over some of the coastal mountains there. Here we have a look at the Southern California radar. We can see that the rain, as we talked about earlier, hanging just to the west of the LA basin right now, but it's heading off in that direction, so get ready for it. And as mentioned, very heavy rain in the mountains here, perhaps up to as much as 9 inches, Bob.
That's incredible. Now, if I had a loved one at work right now and was watching and they had to drive home about 5 o'clock LA time, what can you tell?
Well, just take it easy. I mean, there's going to be flooded roads, probably mudslides, a lot of ponding on the roads, so it's probably going to be a very long rush hour in LA.
Yeah, so there could be some slowdown. I mean, it's going to be raining around rush hour in LA.
It will indeed.
Now, there are some gale advisories in effect. Let's take a look now across California from Point St. George down to Pigeon Point. Also a heavy surf advisory in effect through tomorrow morning, and we could see some significant snows in the Sierra Nevada, Buzz.
Another aspect of this storm is the very heavy snows up in the Sierras, up above 7,000 feet. We could see 1, 2, 3 feet of snow out of this storm.
So we got to take care, and plus the rainfall in the lower elevations. Yeah. So heavy snow, heavy rains, and flash flood warnings in effect for portions of Santa Barbara County and Ventura County. Thanks a lot, Buzz Bernard, Senior Meteorologist here at the Weather Channel. For more information, join us online, the Weather Channel online, at weather.com. Well, how about the rest of the nation's weather? We return now to Bill Keneally.
All right, Bob and Buzz, thanks a lot. As we mentioned earlier, areas of the Northeast are in for a windy and a wet day, I'm afraid. Let's show you the weather map, then we'll get into the details. First up, though, the high pressure is starting to give up the ghost, if you will. And because of that, we're going to get some wetness as that wind turns more to the northeast and eventually to the east. An increasing wind and increasing rain is in the forecast. Even up there in Boston, temperature hovering right around 40. It's going to be rain in town. New York City, a windswept, rainy rush hour. It's going to be a nightmare, believe me. And already plenty of rain. Philadelphia southbound. Snowing in the mountain areas. Snowing quite heavily at Altoona, PA, as well as down into the Bluefield, West Virginia area. Beckley right now is turning over to rain, but that could be short order. I think it's going to go back to snow. 41 in New York, a raw day, a dank rush hour in the forecast, folks. Believe me, system means business. It's starting to organize off the Carolina beaches. It's going to chug its way up the coast. Even the interior in the lower elevations likely to be rain as you get out towards Rochester, New York, but even that's going to turn over to snow as we pull in some colder air overnight tonight. Highest elevations, Poconos, Catskills, Berkshires,